But it's the same car. It's just black and it's the exact same car. It's just it has a different finish. It has like the dark, but it's the same car.
Oh.
And price is the same.
Oh, okay. So the black means the stain and
Yeah, right.
But it dark means super hot.
Well, compared to, it's still going to be hot, but the lighter color will be a little. It's going to be hot no matter what.
Oh, and then we know how to clean the car, so
For me, the gold is fine.
Yeah,
The price is the same.
Yeah.
So, and this one has how many miles? I don't know. You have to check. But this one may not be. But there may be another one in the area that's the same. But this is what the gray interior. It's going to have a dark color interior, just like you have now, and it's going to be silver. So this is.
See, I never made a mess inside the car.
Yeah.
But if I did, we have to
Right.
clean. So that is my
And
concern.
this was the 28. Or no. So here's another one. See, this is gray.
Oh,
This is gray.
I don't like this color.
So that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. They're all the same price, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
The same price.
Wait. Oh, you want to ask something?
Oh, he was gonna check to see if this one is on hold, I think. But it's the same. And then the other one was the 2018, but I think the 2016 is fine in this. You want to look at the 2018? I think was right over here. We can look at it while he's checking on that.
See that the dust and potato chip crown is the same color as the beige. So
Yeah, here. So
beige
this is
might-
silver. This is the newer one, the 2018.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So see, this one is more. This one is about $4,000 more. And then, so you see the difference.
Oh yeah.
It's a little nicer.
Oh, and then I guess you can see the like a dust in dog hair,
Yeah.
but the yellow tang inside, those dust is not so visible.
Yeah.
So maybe tint the yellow color might be the best one.
So I suspect I say currently not available.
Okay.
All right.
So someone probably has got it on hold, or
I got to do a deeper dive into it and see why it's not available. But
okay.
in general, just right now it's not. When I go inside, I can look it up and see if it's on
Okay.
hold or some other status.
Do you want to drive the other one, or do you want to drive the 2018? Do we want to go take that for a test drive? The one we just looked at.
Yeah, for like 3,000 or 4,000 more. Do you think that one's worth the extra money?
Well, I think our best favorite is the gold one.
Yeah. So I think right now, no. We'll just. Unless do you want to try the other newer one or not? It's up to you. If you don't, then I'm fine.
It's okay. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, we're happy with this.
Okay.
Awesome. And we'll clean up the interior a little bit more. I saw some spots that we can
Yeah.
clean up. It's not our final presentation because we leave them all open for people to browse. But I
understand.
hold this for you, and we'll make sure it's a little more clean by the next time you come back.
Okay.
And if there's anything that you guys notice about it, make sure by the time you come back, we can kind of take care of it. If you want to do another review on it,
Okay.
to look at
See,
everything, you can
like,
take the time to look at everything.
I don't see any dust.
No.
Like, dust is not noticeable at all.
No.
Yeah, because of the color.
Yep. No, and they said they'll clean it up a little bit more.
Yeah, we're gonna clean it up even more because this is just we let it sit out here. People can get in and out. But
Sure.
once time we know we're selling it, we clean it up. Of course, we clean it up some more, take the stickers off and everything.
Yeah, I think that yellow one looks clean.
All right, great.
So let me
So what we would just have to do next is we're gonna take you inside. I'll show you what we offered you on your Mitsubishi,
Okay.
and then we would just have to schedule an appointment with
Her other car.
her current family here and evaluate it.
And then if you could just kind of walk us through the process for where we record that car what that
It's gonna take paperwork is the only thing that I would just be concerned about. Have you financed either one of these cars at any time?
At one point we did, but they're both paid off.
refinance both at one point or just one?
We financed both at one point, but they were. I mean, I have the titles to both.
So when you, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Everything looks pretty green. No accidents reported. Pretty much all green. The blue thing just means you had a loan at some point.
Yeah, which right.
Right. This is how much we'd offer you for it. This is like kind of like, well, I would think in good condition, a very good condition in Kelly Blue Book. So that's
and
pretty
that's
good
on the
offer.
higher end.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's good.
So that's good. I'll print that out for you.
Great.
So we'll have that in writing. Also keep in mind too, you get $360 tax credit on that one. So I think that's pretty good.
Sure.
I think that's a good tax credit, if you will. I mean, that helps.
Yep.
$300.
So that would be added. So, like for example, that $6,000 plus $360 would be added to the purchase price or deducted from the purchase price. Is that how that works?
So you will see the $6,000 deducted directly, and then I will have to show you on another screen. Like if you knew what the taxes would be, you would see it's a reduced amount. They usually add to about $1,000 or so, but it doesn't show you it being subtracted. But it gets added in there though. So when we get to that particular screen,
so it's a deduct off the taxes.
Exactly,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Okay.
But you will clearly be able to see the $6,000, but the $360 gets deducted out of the taxes. So they don't show it because they're not charging you it.
Understand.
It's kind of weird the way the system does it, but you will get the tax credit though.
And then how would you, as far as the registration on this car, how does that?
We do it for you.
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and again, especially if you're keeping tags, we just pop one tag, we just take it off, put it on the new car, and get you re-registered, so it's all under the VIN number, same plate, new VIN number,
Correct.
New registration card, and all that. But it's all done that same day.
Okay.
All right. Let me do this one more thing,
and how long does the whole process take? So if we were to come in, let's say, later this week or on Saturday, I just want to make sure that we block enough time.
Let's say this, right? Let's say since you've already driven the car.
I mean, because we have both cars to, obviously one would be the appraisal, and next time we come back, we would bring all of our, the registration, all of our keys, all that good stuff. Do you guys need the maintenance records for the cars? Okay.
I'm not really concerned with that, to be honest.
Okay, no worries.
Because they they just look at what they're looking at, and if it's good in its current condition where it's at now, then it may, it'll at least meet our minimum CarMax criteria, or it won't. And if it doesn't, we still buy it, but we auction it. If it does, then we'll put it to another stage of processing.
Understand. And I know her car will be worth less because it's older. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I just want to make sure that we block enough time when we come back with her car and my car, obviously. My car is just going to drive home and sit in the garage for the rest of the week. So.
What was your number again? It'll kind of credit over, so I can add the credit for the one right now.
Okay.
There's no payoff on there. You have all the information you need. Yes, you get the title on the vehicle, so you would get the tax credit on that, right?
Yep.
And so we would add the second car here, but we don't have it in our system yet, so we'll come back to that. And again, you can kind of go on Kelly Blue Book, get an idea, but assuming you said it's a 2007?
Yeah, 2007 Camry.
About how many miles?
I want to say it's around 90 or 100.
Okay.
It's right around there.
Right around 90.
I mean, I think the appraisal, it was around 3,000.
Okay.
I mean, that was, in that range, but I mean, you can check it. It was, if I remember correctly.
Got it. All right, perfect. Got another Toyota Camry. And
it's an LE.
So let's say 95.
So yeah, just.
So we're estimating that. Once it crosses that 100 line, it could be a difference. You know, it's an LE, you said, right?
Yeah, it's an LE. And I just can't. It's definitely on the lower. I mean, for a almost 12-year-old car now, it's on the lower end, and it's silver.
Still in good condition?
Yeah, I mean, I would say good.
Okay.
Good to fair. I mean, fair to good. I mean, it doesn't have any. I mean, it's got more scratches. It's got some dings. I mean, it's a 12-year-old car, so.
Makes sense. So we got 6,000 off on the Mitsubishi. Like you said, about 3.
Yeah,
so
I mean, that's how I was figuring, about 3.
All right, so that'll give you about a credit of about 9.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what the last recorded mileage is. I'll get that. I'll update it in the system, but we did a test drive, so it's probably going to be a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, the way CarMax warranty works is currently this car is about 3 years old. Toyota gives you 3 years, 36,000 miles. So you would have a little bit left on the mileage, but you don't have much left on the time. So
Right.
it's going to expire, if it hasn't already, sometime this year.
Pretty soon, yeah.
If you wanted to warranty the car for the years to come, CarMax would offer you up to 5 years. Because of the way you guys sound like you drive, you would not need to get any more than this first line. And the reason why is because, again, in 5 years, you probably won't pass 75 on the odometer. Definitely probably not passing 100. So if you don't pass 75, you don't need to pay for any of these other ones, right? But assuming you wanted to opt in, CarMax is going to standard give you 90 days, 4,000 miles. If you didn't, catch anything
Right,
that
just
you
as
can
part
catch.
of the basic sale.
Right, exactly. And then if there's anything you catch that we didn't catch, let us know. Call it up, just put a claim in on the phone, and then we'll set up an appointment and get that corrected in those 90 days. Now, after those 90 days, we're looking at either you having this warranty or you don't.
Okay.
If you do have this warranty, here's what's not covered. Maintenance such as the batteries, brakes, wiper blades, trim, wheels, oil changes.
Yep.
Normal parts, services, stuff like that. Now, what is covered by the CarMax warranty is all of the major repairs that could go wrong, like engine, transmission, drivetrain issues, anything electrical, steering, suspension, heating, or cooling elements would all be covered. And it also comes with emergency roadside assistance. So let's say if she's riding by herself, she gets stranded on the side of the road, pops a tire, runs out of gas, needs to be towed, or just locks herself out of the car. That's all included. A lot of people do have that feature on their insurance. So I say, if you're going to bump down to one car, you could save that money on your insurance because it could cost you another 10, 15 bucks a month.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It'll already be included in here. What your insurance does not cover is this one. If you had an accident, they would give you a rental reimbursement. But if you have a mechanical issue, again, you could be stranded on the side of the road. We'll bring you in, we'll tow you to the nearest service center. And if you needed to get service on the engine or transmission, it might be a couple days.
Sure.
So if you got a rental car, we'll reimburse you up to 7 days.
Okay.
Here's the best part about our warranty is, and you can take this with you, the best part about the warranty is location. So you can take it to Toyota. If you took it to Toyota, let's say having this option, you'd pay $50 deductible at Toyota. Any one of these major issues, you'd be getting taken care of, parts and labor included. If you took it to CarMax or one of our Repair Pal partners, we're going to waive $50. 50 minus 50 is 0. So on any of these major items, you're paying 0 for parts and labor to cover any of these major occurrences.
Okay.
So it ends up, in my opinion, being a really good warranty. Again, me and my wife just bought a car here. We got the warranty on ours, so gives you just peace of mind for the future. So if you did add that in, I would say probably this is ended up being a better option because if you took, let's say, this one, it saves you a little bit up front. But even if you pay $250 minus the 50 here, $250 plus this puts you above this.
Okay.
All right. So I'll show you what it looks like with that in the order, but we can always subtract it out if you don't want to do the warranty. But with the warranty, your cash out the door price, with the $6,000 credits like this, if you subtract the $3,000, you're looking at about $10,050 cash out the door.
Okay,
and
so
that does not
is-
include your tax. Well, this tax credit has been applied because it should be over $1,000. Usually taxes are over $1,000. So you did
Gotcha.
get your $360 off on this one, but when we get to $3,000, you're going to get half of $360 off. You see what I'm saying?
Right, so it'll be roughly 10,000, give or take.
It's going to be under 10,000 because if we get three, I don't know what we're going to get. But if we get 3, the tax credit, we gave you $360 on the one tax credit, so we'll give you half of that. That'll be, because half of 6,000 is 3,000, so half of 360 is 180.
Yeah.
So that's going to bump you down. You'll be 9 and some change.
Okay.
All right, and that's with the warranty and everything. You got up to 75,000 miles in 5 years, all of that there. So,
Okay.
other than that, that's pretty much it. If you want to take a picture of this, if you want, and that way you can have a record of pretty much, if you want to have a record of that, you can, keep it that way.
Okay. No, I'll take that. I'll just snap a quick. I mean, and again, like you say, it's going to be adjusted anyway once we bring in the other car. So.
But estimating that's about
Yeah.
3,000. So in case you wanted to do cash, you'd be doing cash at about